Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Tyler, and this is Scorpio Oxman Channel. And as you can see, I have a new look here, kind of a new ado. See, the real problem was, as I want to explain to my viewers and subscribers, the problem was over the years, everybody that was close to me, they kept grabbing me, turning me upside down, and using me as a mop. They said I made a very good mop. So I kind of got fed up with it. So I said, you know what? I'm gonna take this mop off and maybe I'll sell it. So that's what I did. So I sold it, and yeah, it sold pretty high, I think. But I have a new problem right now. The new problem is people are still grabbing me, turning me upside down, and using me as sandpaper. So they're using me as sandpaper now. So one problem ended. Now there's a new one. Oh, well, I guess I'll have to live with it for now. Thanks so much for tuning in today, guys. So another huge celebrity birthday this weekend on Saturday, August the 15th. Jennifer Lawrence, mega star Jennifer Lawrence. She's one of the biggest actresses and actors in Hollywood history, I think. Her charisma is very powerful. She's extremely down to earth and very funny and entertaining too, like a comedian type of person as well. Tells a lot of jokes. I remember years back, I read an article. One time it said, the title of the article was, this may be Jennifer Lawrence, Hollywood's newest it girl, was the headline of it. And one of the descriptions they said, she's the type, she's the girl you know who drives her friends to Taco Bell at 1 a.m. at night. She's that type of person and friend to people. So when I saw that, I thought that sounded interesting and funny. And yeah, she's definitely a very down-to-earth person. Ironically, she's actually a Taurus moon sign. So people who have a Taurus moon sign, they're going to be very down-to-earth like that, since Taurus is an earth sign. Now, that's according to the Vedic system, of course, in the astrology Vedic system, which I'll show you her chart. And I also wanted to just mention, so the movie franchise of The Hunger Games was a huge movie franchise, and she became like a real Titanic star from that, like huge. And I was just, that movie franchise, it never gets old to me. It is awesome, totally awesome. And if you've never seen them, you should check them out. If you love action movies, if you love suspense thrillers, and that is definitely a movie franchise you should check out if you never had before, The Hunger Games. Okay, so first I want to show you, so here is her birth details. So Jennifer Lawrence, August the 15th, 1990, 3:20 p.m., Louisville, Kentucky is where she's native. Okay, now first I want to show you her Vedic chart, what it says on the Vedic, and then I'm going to show you and compare it to the Mastering the Zodiac's chart, which actually shows the real natural sky, okay? As Mastering the Zodiac does that. Okay, so here's her Vedic, her information on the Vedic system on this website. I have so much respect for the Vedic astrology system as well, which shows and explains about the 27 Nakshatra stars that circulate the zodiac. So so they say her ascendant, okay, so here's her ascendant, her sun, and her moon right here. And so yeah, so Jennifer Lawrence, and the date of birth, the date of birth is mentioned down here. Yeah, August the 15th, 1990. Oh, so the time here, it says noon, it's actually 3:20. Okay, so we won't explain or show about the rising sign, but that's okay. And okay, so her sun is Ashlesha, which is number 9 nakshatra. And it says her moon is Mrigashira, which is number 5. Okay? Ironically, I wanted to mention briefly that ironically, the moon right now at this very time is actually in Mrigashira, which is in Gemini, the part of Gemini that it's in. Okay, so now I wanted to explain something. I believe that, so here on the Vedic system, I'm highlighting here Mrigashira. So on the Vedic system, it says that her moon sign is Mrigashira. So, and I'm going to show and explain to you why on Mastering the Zodiac, on the Mastering the Zodiac system, it actually says her moon is Rohini, which is the one before. So we may have a debate here about which one is correct. I believe Rohini is correct, which is on Mastering the Zodiac, which shows the real natural sky, I believe, and so it says. And I'm going to show you the authenticity today of why I believe that is true, because the description of Rohini, it really makes a lot of sense for Jennifer Lawrence. I would say a lot more so than an Mrigashira moon person would. The explanation of that native, of an Mrigashira native. Okay, so here is Mastering the Zodiac, masteringthezodiac.com, hosted by Athen Chementi. And so here is Jennifer Lawrence, August the 15th, 1990, 3:20 p.m., Louisville, Kentucky. So here is her sun, which is Leo. It's in Leo. Here's her moon, which is in Taurus. Again, this is the Vedic system, which is, or this is based on Sidereal astrology. And Mastering the Zodiac, they call this true Sidereal, which shows the absolute pinpoint accuracy of the sky, which is the most pinpoint accuracy. So as it's the real natural sky. So the accuracy is at its highest, the pinnacle of accuracy. So here it also shows for Jennifer Lawrence, it shows her moon, her ascendant is actually Scorpio, and that would be in the nakshatra of Vishaka, which is number 16. Number 16 nakshatra of Vishaka. Okay, so here's her ascendant, her moon, her Mars is in Aries. That's actually Bharani nakshatra, if we were going by Mastering the Zodiac right here. So I'm going to show you the outlining of where the so people would wonder and are curious, where are the nakshatras located on this chart of Mastering the Zodiac? I'm going to show you. I'll show you right now. Okay, so I'm going to get this, I'm going to get the chart up now. Okay, so here it is. So just a reminder that the first nakshatra, Ashwini, it actually starts at the very beginning of Aries. So here's the cursor that I'm going to point out here. So the beginning of Aries is right here. If this location is the beginning of Aries, then it's going to be the beginning of Ashwini. It's that simple. And from there on, we're going to scale and estimate where Jennifer Lawrence sun sign really is and where her moon really is. So you saw on the her Mastering the Zodiac chart, which I just showed you, her moon. So I'm going to point where her moon is located with the cursor here. Her moon is located right about here. So right there. So that's actually that's almost the very center of number 4, which is Rohini. Okay. So that's the explanation I wanted to show you in the proof of why I believe her moon sign is actually Rohini and not Mrigashira in reality. Okay. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to read off the description of you of Rohini as well. And now, by the way, I just wanted to mention that her sun sign remains Ashlesha. Okay. So her sun is actually located, I'm pointing right here with the cursor. Her sun is located in the first quarter of Ashlesha, number 9, which is right here. So in the Vedic system, her sun, I think they said it's the 3rd or 4th quarter of Ashlesha, but in reality, it's actually the 1st. Okay, so her sun is actually in the 1st quarter of Ashlesha. That quarter, by the way, is actually ruled by Jupiter. I think that would make more sense for a person like Jennifer Lawrence as well, because people who are primarily ruled by Jupiter, they tend to dominate in Hollywood. They really do. Okay, so I'm going to read off to you the description of a person who has a Rohini moon sign. Okay, and I actually did a video on this before about Rohini. Okay, so here is the website, AsterianAstrology.com, and this is hosted by Jade Soul Luna. Jade Soul Luna has shined a light on Asterian astrology. Just a reminder for you, Asterian astrology is the Greek version of Vedic astrology. It is still regarding the 27 nakshatras that circulate the zodiac. Really, the primary difference is in Asterian astrology, each of the nakshatras, they have a different name. So basically, we're going by their Greek names instead of their Hindu names. So that's really the only difference. Asterian astrology is the Greek version of the Vedic system. Okay, so here's Ashwini, Bharani, Kritika, and here's Rohini. So in the Greek version, Rohini is called Pasiphae. Pasiphae is the name of Rohini in the Greek version, which is Asterian astrology. Okay, so those who have a moon sign of Rohini, which is called Pasiphae here. Okay, now those who have a moon born in Rohini, they are agriculturists, experts, well-behaved, attractive, good speakers, and they are poets. Rohini, the sign of Rohini can evoke some degree of jealousy because others may resent their gains. This palace or nakshatra, this nakshatra indicates strong desire which should be expressed in creative ways. Out of the 27 nakshatras, the moon enjoys this palace the most. And a lot of that is due that the moon actually rules Rohini. So a lot of it, that's the explanation there. The moon enjoys this nakshatra the most. This is due to Luna being the queen of the moon. Luna is said to be gorgeous, seductive, and fond of fine and beautiful things in life. Much similar to her characteristics, people born in Rohini are elegant, passionate, and most likely, they often won't hesitate to use their charisma to gain whatever they want in life. Rohini people possess a love for the fine arts, music, fine clothes, and luxury. They attract respect and admiration. They attract respect and admiration quite naturally. And at times, this is the reason they could become, at times they could become critical towards other people or less fortunate. Otherwise, the natives are usually very well-behaved people. So this is what really got me here. Okay, so I'm going to read off this sentence here. The profession suited to people born under the sign of Rohini. They are politics, writing, acting, arts, and agriculture. They are of sweet speech. They are intelligent, capable, and bright. So that describes Jennifer Lawrence to a T. By the way, just a reminder, that does not give a similar explanation for Mrigasure. Mrigasure does not have that same description. So this is why I believe in the Mastering the Zodiac system for sure, about their description of the locations of the nakshatras. So Rohini natives are of sweet speech, intelligent, capable, and bright. They are long-lived. They are involved in socially accepted jobs, religious, truthful, and help those who have helped them. People of power respect them, and they are endowed with good-looking limbs, and they could have a wide forehead. They're handsome, independent, usually respected by the higher class, and loved by their children, and they're interested in wealth, and they enjoy money. So a Rohini native indicates a person who is passionate, attractive, and charismatic, and elegant. They love children, art, music, and luxury, and the fine things of life. So, and that's all the brightness of Rohini. And Rohini, I believe too, that Rohini is, they're one of the most powerful of the nakshatras, I believe. They're right up there with Abhijit, and also with Jesta as well. Those are other powerful nakshatras as well. Rohini is right up there with them, I believe. And so yeah, that's pretty amazing description. And I also wanted to read, I had some amazing info that I came across in Jade Soul Luna's book. This is Asterian Astrology, The Law System of Alexander the Great, Volume 1 by Jade Luna. And I want to read to you something it describes about Rohini as well, on the chapter where it describes about those who are a Rohini native. And this really stood out to me. So the god of Rohini is Luna, as we explained on Asterian Astrology website. So the god of Rohini is Luna. Luna was the Titan goddess of the moon. She was depicted as a woman either riding a saddle on a horse or riding in a chariot drawn by a pair of winged steeds. Riding in a chariot. So riding in a chariot. So we saw in the Hunger Games, Jennifer Lawrence, she rode in a chariot, and it was in flames, and she definitely has wings being depicted in the movie as well. So that definitely, when I saw that, this is another reason why I think the Mastering the Zodiac system is authentic, and shows that her moon is actually Rohini. So that's some evidence right there, I believe. So thanks again for watching, guys. I can't thank you enough, and all to my subscribers. And I'm wishing a very good weekend for everyone as well. All the best, guys. Thanks again. All the best, and God bless.